Hey y'all, it's me, it's your girl, the real deal Anita Skills reaction. And I'm coming in with a different reaction, but really it's no different than any other reaction that we has been going through. But in case like this, you would never think that you in a Walmart and somebody pulls out their gun and start shooting. You just thinking about shopping and concentrating on your pocket. How much money in your pocket? You know what I mean? You wouldn't think that you're going to Walmart to get shot. But this young lady right here, she's a survivor. Uh, um, the young man was a manager on night shift. I don't know what clicked his mind, but Jessica said not Jessica, but this young lady right here was hiding up under the desk. I'm gonna let y'all listen to the video in a minute. She was hiding up under the desk, and she didn't want to make no noise or nothing like that. So she ended up coming out from under. I think she said he went out, and then she came out from under or something, but he came back in there and he let her go. But he shot everybody else. She seen everybody else lying down. But she wasn't the only survivor. There were other survivors. But he put the gun against her head, she said. But the lady right here, she's very traumatized, y'all. She's nervous. So I'm gonna let y'all hear from her since she survived this and she having a hard time to speak about it. She was just there 5 days ago. She just got the job. Poor baby.
Was working there. It was just her fifth day on the job. Jesse, thank you for being with us tonight. I know this is tough. You were in that break room when the gunman came in. You saw Rob.
Yeah.
Can you walk us through, Jesse, what you saw and what happened in those moments?
Um, so, before every shift, we have a meeting in the break room right at 10 o'clock. And mostly everybody was in there, and the meeting had just started. And all of a sudden, I looked straight instead of looking off where the other guy was talking, and the other team lead is in the doorway, and he's got his hands like that. And at first, it didn't even look real. It didn't register as real. It the only thing that made it real was the vibrations hitting your chest and the ringing from the gun going off, and it just kept going and going and going. And I got under the table, and he left the room and went left down the hallway. And I was looking at my other coworkers around me, floor, and leaned over in the chair, and I didn't want to be loud. I didn't want him to hear me and make him mad, to make him come back, because I don't even know where he went. And I didn't leave. I stayed. I couldn't. I wouldn't want to be left alone, even if they weren't there, or if they were there. I don't even know. I tried really hard not to look, and the sound of the droplets, it replays of how much blood was coming off the different chairs. It was making a rhythm, and it was one of the most disturbing things.
Y'all just imagine, let me stop it right now because this is a reaction channel. Just imagine if you was this young lady right here, traumatized like that. She witnessed this, and this is their manager, so she knows him. They all know the manager. And I know it's freaking her out because he probably was nice to them. Now watch he come back and be nice to her. And they think he planned it.
It's understandable. It's so you're under the table then for safety. You talk about feeling the bullets as the shots rang out, feeling that in your chest, hearing the blood from your coworkers, watching them in those moments. As I understand it, the shooter did look at you at one point and basically
At the
let you
very
go.
end, very end, I was hiding underneath the table, and he told me to come out, and I had my bag, and I put my bag out first as like a please, I don't have anything. You see my hands type thing. I slid out under from out underneath of the table, and I'm shaking, and I probably looked like a chihuahua at that point, and he just had the gun up to my forehead, and it's just really hard.
Just imagine somebody put a gun against your forehead and you just got this job. She's gonna need therapy.
Did he say anything to you in that moment, Jesse?
He told me to go home,
What?
and he took the gun away from my forehead, and he was aiming it at the ceiling, and he said, Jesse, go home.
I wonder why he let Jessica go. I wonder what make him let Jessica go. He killed the rest of them, but he let Jessica go. Wonder did he kill himself? That's what it sounds like, don't it, y'all? Okay.
And I got up real slow, and I tried not to look at everybody on the ground or even look. And I had to touch the door, which was covered. And I walked out the double doors to where you can see the aisles in Walmart. And I made it right to where the egg aisle starts. And I just remember gripping my bag and thinking, if he's gonna shoot me in the back, well, he's gonna have to try really hard because I'm running. And I booked it. I booked it, and I didn't stop until I got to my car. And then I had a meltdown in my car.
Should have left.
I think it would be hard not to in that moment.
But people, imagine that you don't know all of this going on in Walmart and it's a shooting and you and your children just can really walk into Walmart. Y'all know how Walmart is. You got this door you can go in, you got this door to go in. What are the procedures? I wonder did they follow?
This is all still so raw, understandably. And I know that in addition to what you saw and what you went through, you also knew at least two of the victims. And one of the reasons that you wanted to talk with me tonight was because you want their families to know something, to have a message for them. What do you want their families to know, Jesse?
For the two girls' families that were sitting in front of me, and I'm not going to name any names, but I want to let you know I could have ran out that door with everybody else that ran out that door, and I stayed. I stayed so they wouldn't be alone in the last moments because I knew there was no way. As bad as everything was, there was no way. And I stayed, just so they wouldn't be alone.
weren't. You were there.
She's just as sweet as she can be, y'all. That is sweet as she can be. She didn't want to leave them. You know, nobody know what she's going. Nobody know how this woman feels. Nobody been through what this woman been through. Can't nobody tell her how to act and what to do. She stayed there for the other two girls because she probably talked to them before. And the manager left. She was blessed. She was blessed because he let her go. But I wondered, did he like Jessica? Then he like everybody else. I wonder what was going on that show. He's a black guy too, y'all. A nice looking young guy. I don't know what's.
There's been a lot of talk about this person who was your manager. I know this was only your fifth day there, and you didn't interact with him a lot. Um, but was there anything that stood out to you? Anything in those interactions where you could have imagined a scenario like this?
No, no. I interacted with him one time before this, and it was me bringing up my kid. How much this overnight thing is like really kind of toying with me in some hours. Like, when I look at the clock, and I'm like, man, I just want to get home. And he asked me how old my kid was, and I told him 15 months. And
See, I asked y'all, what was it about this young lady to let her go? Because he shot everybody else. I told y'all he must have liked her for some kind of reason. He liked her for some reason. And he knew her situation. I knew he had to know more about her because it seemed like she knows something. She know more than what she's sitting here saying about him.
and we walked our separate ways. Never, never, ever in my life would I ever wish this upon anybody, and it's horrible because it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop replaying when you leave the scene. It doesn't stop hurting as much. It doesn't stop, and it sucks because you really want it to. You just want that little bit of that you had before all this.
And I'm thinking about her. You know how you be like, oh, let me just get this job for Christmas so I can get my children something. She could have died, y'all. She could have lost her life in this situation, but she was a survivor to tell the story. Now I want to find out what happened to him because I don't really too much know this story. Let me see, can I find out what happened to him? I know they had to shoot him. Let me see. There he go right here. Let me see what they're gonna say about him. Cause I really didn't hear about this story. Let me see what oh, they said a note found in the Walmart phone. Shooter's phone. Oh my gosh. Young boy.
Information about the Walmart employee who opened fire on his coworkers.
Yeah, this is for news reporting and criticism purposes. What is going on with my young people? What is going on with my young people? It's not supposed to be like this. No, it don't. They don't find a note in this young man's phone. Jesus. And he's the manager.
Killing 6 people before taking his own life. 2 people
He
remain hospitalized.
took his life. Didn't I say that and I ain't even seen the story? I said, I wonder did he take his life after he told Jessica to leave? Why? So young. Why would a young person take their life? It ain't that stressful. Y'all need to start going to the doctor, man, and when let the doctor know that you have what kind of issues you have, and they'll test you and see can they help you. Man, this is so sad. Oh gosh.
In critical condition, city officials now say the shooter purchased the handgun the very morning of Tuesday's attack. CNN's Diane Gallagher has been following the story for us. They also released a message that the gunman had left on his phone. What do we know?
Yeah, Jim, this is probably the biggest development in the police investigation that
My
we've had since
gosh.
that shooting that claimed the lives of 6 people at Walmart in Chesapeake, Virginia on Tuesday. According to the city of Chesapeake, police did a forensics analysis of the shooter's phone, which they found on the scene, and say they determined that there was a note on that phone. It was entitled Death Note on the phone. They released a screen grab of that on their Twitter account this morning. Look, the note talks about his grievances against himself, against his coworkers. It talks at length about God and the Holy Spirit and essentially feeling inadequate and angry about things. Look, we don't talk a lot about these because essentially they are excuses for murdering people, 6 people at that Walmart. But I do want to read you just 2 excerpts from this here. One of them saying, "The associates gave me evil, twisted grins, mocked me, and celebrated my downfall the last day."
Hold up. See, they call the people on their job associates, y'all. So they talking about an employee. The associates gave me evil twisted grins, mocked me, and celebrated my downfall the last day. That's why they suffered the same fate as me. What? This what he put in his phone, y'all. They was speaking to him. The associates gave me evil twist. That ain't nothing but the devil. That devil know he busy.
That's why they suffer the same fate as me. It also says, "I wish I could have saved."
I wish I could have saved everyone from myself. My God, forgive me for what I'm going to do. How can y'all put God in the devil work? How? How do you put God name in the devil's work? This is the young man put this, y'all, the one who shot everybody. He had this in his phone. I wish I could have saved everyone from myself. My God, forgive me for what I'm going to do. And you're a manager? He was going through some. He going through some.
everyone from myself. May God forgive me for what I'm going to do. Again, it was entitled Death Note. The city also adding that there were talks about, we discussed that search warrant that was executed at the shooter's home, Andre being 31 years old, after the shooting occurred. They say that they found a box of ammunition, various items in there in reference to that 9mm semi-automatic.
Wait, hold up. He just purchased a gun, y'all, that morning. So what he did was meditated and went and killed 6 of his employees. And he's supposed to be a manager. I don't told y'all.
Handgun that they say he was armed with. In addition to several magazines that are on the scene at his home, they found the box, a receipt, and other paperwork. And again, he purchased that gun on the morning of the shooting there on Tuesday. And look, most important in all of this, the community of Chesapeake trying to recover from this, reeling from that shooting, and those victims who I want to show their faces and say their names again because they are center of this shooting. Lorenzo Gamble, Brian Pendleton, Kelly Pyle, Randall Blevins, Tanika Johnson, and a 16-year-old boy who was killed, all of them working at Walmart. They were co-workers of that shooter, Andre Bing, who, again, was the overnight team.
He killed all his coworkers right here. He killed all his coworkers. The manager did. Somebody child, somebody daddy, somebody mom, and a 16-year-old. And this still don't stop nobody for doing nothing. We killed 6 people. and turned the gun on himself and left a message. The message saying this is the young man, God. He said, the associates gave me evil twisted grins, mocked me, and celebrated my downfall the last day. That's why they suffer the same fate as me. Ooh, Lord. Then he said, I wish I could have saved everyone from myself. My God, forgive me for what I am going to do. Yo, God, what God you serving? We ain't serving the same God. Look at them eyebrows. This, that's that devil. They'll never talk about the devil when they do nothing wrong. He took 6 people's life for Christmas. All 6 of these people and a 16-year-old boy. And let that other girl go. Wonder why he let her go. And he the manager, somebody that they trust. That's sad, man. I'm glad no kids got shot. What he talking about? Let me see if this is his brother. Hold on. Let's see who this joker is.
For the Washington Post. Tola, good to have you on. I don't want to eliminate any possibility because, listen, last few years in Washington told us to, always allow the possibility to be surprised. But I mean, is there a potential movement on an assault weapons ban, which of course would, you know, resurrect something that this country did do, a number of years ago with bipartisan support?
Yeah, the math just is not there for that kind of law. Even at this moment when Democrats control the House and the Senate, they have tried to push for different kinds of gun laws in the House. It's run into a blockade in the Senate where you have the filibuster rule. And so there's a very low likelihood that this will pass during the lame duck, even though the president has said that he wants to get something done. He's talked about what he was able to get passed.
Okay, that's something else. I love Walmart. I don't want, and y'all, I'm tripping. It is nothing laughing, ain't nothing funny. It just, I love Walmart. Who don't like Walmart? But you would never think that something like this gonna happen, But it's, I think she said it was at a meeting. It just sad. He done wrote a note in his phone. He got a note in his phone. He done went about a gun that morning. This is a young guy, y'all. It's a young guy. This is a young man. What is going on with our young people? Something ain't right. Y'all can't tell me ain't nothing right. This is a young man who got a life ahead of him. He just felt like he ain't have nothing. I wonder if the devil at him. Something ain't right. And then for him to take this and say his God, he said, hold on. His God. Now he said that they gave him the evil twist, but Jessica didn't give him an evil twist. Wonder why he didn't kill Jessica before he turned the gun on himself. He put the gun against her head. Why did he shoot her, y'all? I'm glad he didn't. Maybe Jessica didn't give him the evil eye that he probably seen the devil in them. Because he let Jessica go. That's why they suffer the same fate as me. Jessica bless, man. Hold up. And I wish I could have saved everyone from myself, from himself. But you saved one person, though. My God, forgive me for what I am going to do. Don't young people don't talk like this. What got into this boy? We losing too many of our young people for this kind of stuff. Oh man. Whatever went on at that house. Whatever went on at the house, he didn't love himself. He wasn't honest with himself. And he had to fight them demons. And he took it out on his, and he a manager. He could have been stressed out. I ain't let. I'm not let. I didn't know he probably got depressed. If he a night shift manager, shoot, he probably had so much load. That caseload was so heavy on him to his mind just popped. But y'all tell me what y'all think about this. I didn't even know nothing about this right here. Y'all be safe out there, okay? Like, share, and subscribe. This is your girl, the real deal, Lanita Scale. Y'all be careful out there during this shopping season, okay? I'm at.